Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here with us. Our message today is guided towards those that are seeking abundance, prosperity, a new way of life, a new path, and need some advice from the spirituality on how to move forward with it with wisdom. We always start our readings sending you a waterfall of love, of blessings. Thank you so much for being here. If you can go ahead and leave your like, subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for those who have already. It's really helping us and helping other people access the messages that we have. We start a reading here with 16, the major arcana reverse. It's the Tower in reverse. Then we have number 7, which is a Chariot, also reversed. We have a Ten of Swords as hidden obstacle here. And then for our advice from the tarot, we have the Five of Pentacles. And finally, as an outcome, we have, let me show you, Temperance, but the Temperance is reversed. Then we have a complementary cards, which I'll get into as we move forward with the reading. Okay, so let's start with the Tower. The Tower always symbolizes change, chaos, destruction of a system, a system of beliefs or a way of life, all that. And how interesting that that's what we're getting here, since we're looking for abundance and new ways to live our life. When the Tower is reversed, it denotes a resistance to change. Wherever you are in your life, you know you need to change, but you've been resisting for a while. Remember, this is the past influence we're starting with. So you come from a resistance to change. You come from delaying the inevitable. And you're always afraid. You always think that you're avoiding disaster, but you're not. You're just delaying what life wants to give you, which why in your mind it's dangerous or it could pose a great obstacle. The tarot, I mean, we'll move forward that we didn't see why, but the Tower's advice here is for you to pick up the pieces and start anew. Okay, so in the past you're resisting all this change, and now we have the Chariot reverse. The Chariot always talks about direction. So here we have two people moving forward towards the light. It's a beautiful card. We're using the Afro-Brazilian tarot deck. So we have these two spiritual figures here, surrounded by nature, by beauty. There's some dark forces next to them, but that doesn't mean anything. They're moving towards the light here. Beautiful card. So here in reversed, of course, we're talking about new direction. So where you are right now is you don't have a direction. You have lack of direction showing. You have lack of self-control, perhaps. So, your heart is telling you to move forward. You can't control yourself. Your fears have taken over. And you're blocked by obstacles, which could be physical, it could be economical, or it could be self-imposed. Okay, so put this in your context. Career-wise, it could be relationship. It could be a change of home, or the environment you're in right now, the country you're in, your family. So try to put this interpret the cards in a way that applies to you. Okay, I'll do my best to give different meanings now. So as hidden obstacles, you have Ten of Swords. Okay, this is a very intense reading, okay? There's a lot of conflict going on here. Your abundance has been blocked by all these factors here so far. So the Ten of Swords, okay, all swords are hitting you at once. You're desperate. What does this mean? Either there was a betrayal here, and that's probably why maybe you're a little hesitant to move forward with anything, because, betrayal kind of paralyzes us. It's such strong pain, whether it's at work, in love, family, friends, whatever it is. Betrayal is one of the worst sensations, worst feelings we can have. And the Ten of Swords here is hitting you hard. So there's a collapse of something. You're exhausted and you hit a wall. Okay, those are the hidden obstacles here. Wow, not an easy place to be. Then we have the Five of Pentacles, which, you know, if you've seen the Rider Tarot, it's like two figures walking through snow. They're facing hardship. They're facing great loss. In this card, I think the symbology here is so beautiful because remember, the Five of Pentacles is not a positive card. It talks about a lot of things that we don't want to experience in life, but here we have two beautiful birds and they're rebuilding their nest. So the tarot is advising you here that, again, going back to where we were here with the Tower card reversed, it's time for you to start anew. So whatever it is that held you back, or whatever's holding you back, you're going to need to let go of that. You're going to need to stop resisting change and move forward, okay? Now, Major Arcana 14, we have the Temperance here, this beautiful person, a rainbow coming out of his mind. All around him, there's light. He's on top of the world. That's beautiful. And he got there through harmony, through a balance of emotions, of finances, of, you know, everything, relationships. Now yours came out reversed, so there's an imbalance here that the tarot advises against. So make sure that you don't do things in haste. Since we're talking about a change here, you know, this could mean a lot of things. Self-indulgence. It could be, again, the imbalance of emotions that we saw. But I think in this case, because we're trying to move forward and you're here because you want to better your life, this advises against hastiness. Okay, so don't go any directions that's advised to you. You're going to have to do some research. You're going to have to do some thinking. Excuse me. You're striving for the best. So that doesn't happen overnight. Okay, let's move on to the complementary cards here. So in a beautiful oracle, Gypsy Oracle, we have communication reversed. And then we have the Widower reversed. Okay, so again, we're talking about loss here. We're talking about a sudden change, something unexpected. Okay, there's definitely rupture here. There's chaos going back here to our tower. And there was a lack of communication. There is a lack of communication still, but, you know, you're just not, you didn't know this was going to happen. That's basically what this is saying. You didn't know. It was completely unforeseen. It hit you by surprise. All this chaos, all this destruction, all these swords coming at you. Nothing you ever expected. That's where you are, okay? And remember, spirituality is here for you, and we're going to get you out of this, okay? So we have the Justice card here as the main advisor. It's right in the middle of the Justice. It's a beautiful card, okay? Again, you're supposed to balance things, okay? And this time, whatever it is that happened, you're supposed to be just with yourself and others. So be honest in your dealings. Be honest with yourself, especially with yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you're seeking? Not what's easiest, not what others want for you or tell you to do, but what you really want. So honesty is key when it comes to justice, okay? And this card also warns you to pay attention to other people's intentions and who you're dealing with. Because we have a journey here, and we have the Doctor. Okay, this too means two things. There might be, okay, you might be wanting to move, and you're blocked by a health problem in your family or with it's your own, okay? And you're going to need to take care of that first. So maybe that situation is what caused all of this. If we're talking about health here, then that makes sense, because then, of course, when you get bad news regarding your health, then it all falls apart, because that has to be your main focus and you were not expecting it. Okay? But there's other meanings here. So you could be preparing for a trip. You want to move. You want to change jobs. You want to change relationship. But you're going to need people to help you. So you need to find people that will help you move from where you are, from the country you are, the home. You're going to need specialist advice here. Or you could be in need of a therapist. Okay, counseling here. So the prospects are not bad, because I see the trip here. So you are either thinking about it, or it's an auspicious time for you to travel or move. But again, whatever happened, okay? It wasn't your fault. It was unforeseen. It's not something you created. It just fell on your head. And we're going to change all that. Let's pull a card here. The Hungry Ghost. Okay. Obsessiveness, scarcity, consciousness, attachment. Okay, so we're talking about so you're still here, okay? You're obsessed about your situation now. Your conscience is blocked, and you're attached to where you are. Whatever situation, whatever place you are. You're having a hard time letting go of that. The eyes of beauty. But at the same time, you have positive expectations. Look, the eyes of beauty. And you need to see clarity. So I think what's blocking you here is lack of knowledge of what can be done. So once again, seek someone that's going to be able to help you. Don't get stuck in finding all the answers by yourself. And your abundance is possible. The change is possible. Put out a card here. What is it that you need to do? The Meadow King, discipline, armor, boundaries. Okay, so perfect. So remember, we're talking about justice. The Meadow King talks about you being disciplined about this. So if you're exhausted here, by all the 10 of the swords in your head and this craziness that you've been through, these bad surprises, all these false promises as well. The Meadow King brings discipline. It brings armor to yourself. So you need to be prepared for battle, okay? And the battle could be physical, mental, or emotional. So if it's physical, make sure you're being honest and make sure that other people are being honest. Spend extra time making sure that you're dealing with honest people. And then boundaries. So you're going to have to block things that are keeping you from attaining your goal. So don't waste time on people that won't be able to help you, or just bring you their problems, or overwhelming you with their crazy emotions. No, we don't want that right now. Okay? You're preparing yourself for something beautiful that's coming your way. And I'm going to read you some advice. I'm always receiving the essence of what I'm giving. So appreciation and love and alignment is the ultimate giving back, so to speak, for you in your pain or struggle. You have nothing, if in your pain or struggle you have nothing to give back. So this was not a bad experience. You learned. Now you have to love yourself, love your possibilities, and align yourself to your goals here. Listen to your heart. It's calling for you. There's something better out there for you, and you need it. So nothing could be more fair than life as you're living it. And life is an exact mirror of your vibrational patterns of thought. That's so true. Whatever you're vibrating, you're attracting. All right, so I think we have enough to work with. I think that you're an intelligent being. And I think that underneath this all, you're just unhappy because you're not getting what you want from life. And you know that. So Spirituality is there for you. You just need to tap into it and move forward. Okay? Everything is going to be okay. Just do what you need to do and you will prosper. Things will get better. A waterfall of love to you all. Please leave your like, subscribe to our channel if you want more messages like this. We'll be monitoring the situation. So in a couple of days, we'll get back to it. And if you have any specific questions, leave it in the comments or contact us through our email. I'm going to leave it noted in our description. You're always welcome. We offer a couple of free readings a month. So if you want to take advantage of that, contact us by email and we'll go from there. Big kiss. Thank you so much for being here.